Hey everybody, this is Grace. I thought I'd come out here again today and do a video. I don't really have much of a topic. I don't have a topic, but I was thinking maybe I'll talk a little about this with social isolation. There are people out there like me who aren't, during this pandemic. I'm not going, I'm not living my life just like it was before. I'm not going to the same places and doing the same kind of things, and I'm at home quite a bit. I think it's very important for me to come outside and do my videos like this. This has been how many months now? Yeah, and since late February, early March, and just get out of the house. Seriously, I can go down to the park, but I get triggered when I go down to the park and see so many people just in the park. They're sitting in the park, walking around, whatever, without the mask, and it's mandatory in Texas unless they've changed it like the past few days. And I've heard that no, they have not. And somebody had left me a comment that about exercise and wearing a mask. And I'm like 100% certain that person is not a doctor and or a healthcare professional. I'm not. And last I heard, well, really, I can't say either way, but that would make me wonder about all these people working in hospitals and wearing masks all day long. I heard that just yesterday about one of them, a doctor, saying that he has to wear his mask all day long. Okay, when he's at work. And what, they don't exercise when they're having to run around, go here, go there, do this, do that. But people, some people will just find any reason why not to wear a mask. And see, I got triggered just thinking about it. But I do want to talk about, the social isolation part to it. It's the self-isolation for some. And what would that do overall? I don't hear much about, it's election. During this election, all we hear, I'm so disgusted. Just like any time there's an election, I just get disgusted. And there's a lot to get disgusted about. And watching the news, I watch the news every day. Different times of the day. I don't have any set time or when I watch this or what channel or whatever. I just turn it to see what they're saying is something I want to listen to. See, I guess I can't get off that topic. Get off a different topic. But yeah, that's just too much. And so I don't hear anything on the news about people who have been doing this, staying at home, the vulnerable people, or people who aren't. They have somebody in their family that is, and for whatever reason, they work from home now. And they just don't feel like subjecting themselves and or others to it, so they, basically staying at home for, most of the time, if not all of the time. Well, what are they doing? How are they doing with this? Okay. Yeah, but I don't hear anything about that on the news. So I am curious, what are other people doing? How are you keeping yourself occupied? I found this silly little game that I am so shocked how aggressive they are in trying to get money. Why would I be shocked? But, I try to have hope in humanity. People that, like that. But no, it's very aggressive how they try to get the people who are playing the game. I play it on my iPad, and how they're trying to get people to pay for more of this, more of that. But I have things I do, but I've gotten kind of bored with it, and I'm usually not a person who gets bored. If I do, or even hint at it, I'll find something else to do. But it's what, TV? Or I can't go in my yard and do any gardening because we have these We don't know why. I used to have a garden, a big garden in the backyard. And, well, my yard isn't huge, but anyway, we had these little bugs, and they call them Chigger, right? Chigger bugs. And, yeah, those things, yeah, I get bit by one, oh my goodness. But they don't usually come in just one. It's like, whew. Adam says when he goes out in the backyard, they're just all over him right when he goes out. So I would like to do some gardening. I mean, it's autumn, but you can do an autumn garden. And I want to try that, but where am I going to put it? On the patio? I don't know. My patio is covered. It's got a deck on top of it, so I don't know how much sun would get to anything. But what do other people do? Like I said, I have a little project I could do, but I get bored with it. And so I've been watching some TV too, Netflix. I've been watching Dark Matter. I used to love that show. I mean, they had 3 seasons, and I guess that was it. I didn't know that. I was thinking, oh, they're going to put another season up on Netflix one day, and no, because it said 2017, and I was thinking, okay, they had 3 seasons, maybe it's a new one. But from what I understand, it was canceled. But then I read more, and they said they were going to have the last few, wrap up, or they're going to go and be with some other part of another show, Stargate, one of Stargate's shows. I don't know how many Stargate shows there are now. I mean, different ones, spin-offs, I guess you say. But what else? And and I also think, how are people overall doing with it? Are they feeling depression? Are they feeling anxiety? Or is it something that they're accepting of? Me, I think I'm more accepting of it. And I've just not been feeling very well after falling down, or being knocked down by the puppy I nicknamed Mayhem. Landed flat on my face, and I think I got a little concussion going on there. Been sleeping a lot. I mentioned that in the last video at the end of it. And I feel tired right now. And then I was sitting here, and this is something I want to do videos about the whole connecting the dots, and you can connect the wrong dots, because I fell down, and I say I'm always sleepy. Okay, the past couple of days I haven't had any caffeine. 2 or 3 days, maybe more, and I've been tired. And me, I can only have caffeine in the morning, and I cannot drink coffee. Oh, no way can I have coffee, man. But I have like a diet soda that has caffeine, and only in the morning. If I try it any other time of the day, my heart beats too fast. And it's just like one glass of it, and that's it, and then I'm fine. So that could be it. That could be the right connection. Or I could say maybe I do have this, light concussion, and from having fallen, which would make sense. And there's a connection that might not be the right connection either, because I'm not a healthcare professional, But you can read on it, and it does say a person who falls like on their face can get a concussion. And it was pretty hard enough to really hurt my nose and my upper lip, and underneath the upper lip. Thought I was going to lose my teeth, my front teeth, So, but see, I want to do, kind of give like examples of, I've done this about people who have the illusory. Now I've forgotten. Oh yeah. Pattern perception, and they connect the dots wrong. I hadn't heard that, I don't think, until after I made that video. But I've been making videos about this for a long while. And that there was actually called pseudo profound bullshit. I still laugh all this time. But yeah, it does sum it up. But it's connecting the dots wrong. Okay, or connecting dots at something that could be random. Now that I've read some research, I don't have it out here with me. One of these days I will. But it's connecting, like something that's very random, they're making it to where, that is the correct pattern. That is what, cause and effect kind of thing. And when it's not, it's just something random happened. Coincidence. And over the years, I've heard a lot of people talk about they don't believe in coincidences. I believe in coincidences, and but they don't believe them because they want to believe there's something mystical going on, or something like that. That they just want to make it simple. That, well, if A happens and B happens, and that equals C. The ones who say they don't use math ever, but it's algebra. At least from what I remember, A plus B equals C. But their A and B is not, does not equal the C. But they think it does. They invented something for C. Anyway, I think I do need caffeine. Okay, let me get back to that. I was thinking, that I would really like to hear how people, and I felt this way all the time. Wow, how are people living their lives? Now, I don't see, I really don't see that many on, like vlogs around people my age that talk about it. YouTube videos, and like the ones, I've said that before, even yesterday, the ones I have seen, not very many, but they're just living their life like nothing happened. And I want to see the ones who actually aren't living their lives as though it doesn't exist. The ones who actually believe in the scientists. What are they doing? Are there any? Do they exist? Besides, I don't think I'm just alone in this. It's just I can't find them. Very few. Some have to. Some people have to go out and work, and especially like if they are supporting themselves, and they have to go out and do things. Okay, really, I do need some caffeine. I haven't had anything, like I said, like Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet, whatever that has caffeine in it for, I don't know, a few days, I guess. And we got some today. We got our order from, Costco. It was delivered. And see, these kinds of things, I wanted, hear about people, what are they doing, how are they doing it. And we've been doing delivery since before the pandemic. Not every time. I used to like going to stores, but definitely since we had more awareness and stuff. And this today, so say in February, since sometime I think in February, that we've had them delivered, and I really appreciate the people who go out and do that. Yeah, I mean, especially around here, I really appreciate them. And so when I say this, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it just in a matter of fact, this is what I have observed, I've experienced way. And that is, when we order these groceries, today, during all these months, today was the first time we got everything we ordered. And it wasn't substituted. And I'm not talking about just Costco. I'm talking about anything, any groceries from any store. We have several we've ordered from. But today was the first day that we had got everything. It was almost $300 too. Yeah, I'm used to say, okay, what did we not get this time? The last time it was from Walmart. We had some things that we wanted to get from there, and just that's where you can get them from. And it was close. So that's to me is something good. But then during this while, Adam had said that certain item he can't get anymore because of the the shortage of employees at certain places because of this. They've had to spread people out and all that kind of thing, for social distancing and to help keep them safe at different places. And so certain items, yes, they just cut down on doing certain items. I've heard that before on something else, so that's what I'm saying. Okay, good. My goodness. I really am starting to put more faith in this whole thought that needing caffeine. And it's 6:39 p.m. It's not 6:39 a.m. And I'm thinking maybe I'll go and have a little bit, because we got delivered today, like I said, from Costco, and made sure I ordered Diet Dr. Pepper that has caffeine. Adam likes it, and I can drink some of those. And I think it's a 24 pack or whatever. It's a bigger one. I don't know. But maybe I'll do that. I'll probably be up all night. Like, as if I'm not already. I stay up until like 1 o'clock, and then I wake up at like 4. Okay, yeah. Ever since I fell, I've been doing that more often. Yeah, not good. And then had a little bit of a headache. But you know, I also kind of wonder about, I'm just going off all kinds of ways on this one, like I usually do. But I kind of wonder if it would make sense, but I'm not that kind of a scientist. You know, like when they stopped, for a long time I couldn't get, my favorite was Diet Dr. Pepper with caffeine free. And caffeine free Diet Dr. Pepper. And I couldn't get it for months. I just finally got the first time in months. Just last week, about 10 days ago or so. And during the while, I did wonder if I was going through something like withdrawal from it. Even with no caffeine, no sugar. You know, was I going through withdrawal? You know, I took a class in that, a counseling course at graduate school that was about substance abuse and chemical dependency. And it wasn't just one, but in the class we had to understand it more, like people who have something, we had to give up something that we really like. And I don't remember if it was a week or 2 weeks or whatever, and something that we feel like, you know, it's close to an addiction, addicted to it, you know, and not the same kind of thing, but like one woman gave up caffeine, and she said she experienced the headaches and stuff like that. And I gave up sweets, I think. Yeah, mine was sweets. And, you know, people just gave up different things like that. And, you know, so, but I don't remember if, you know, like I said, this just doesn't have caffeine, and I went through something like a withdrawal. So, I don't know. You know, you know, caffeine was one of the things that we had to study. So, and drugs, alcohol, cigarette, nicotine, addictions, and so forth. But, really? Okay, am I connecting the dots right here? Maybe it's the lack of caffeine. I feel so tired. I'm serious. And actually, like yesterday in the video when I said I was so tired, I had just woken up. This time it's about the same. I had fallen asleep. I fall asleep different times a day, but think about it. I would go to sleep like midnight 1, and wake up at 4. And, yeah. So, maybe we'll see if tomorrow, if I actually have my caffeine. and will I be a little bit more lively? Because I feel like my eyes are drooping and I'm wanting to fall asleep sitting here. Not good. Not my normal. But anyway, so I went from social isolation to caffeine addiction, or going through withdrawals and having withdrawal symptoms from no caffeine. Drinks that don't have caffeine in them and not having them. You know what I said. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Talk to you on another video.